Hello Reddies, welcome to the CNN Report. I'm Kayla Streepey and let's take a look at our campus news now. Here's what to expect for the second half of March. If you've been keeping up with our Red Wave swim teams, you know Kiara Pozvai has recently broken several school records. JT sat down with Kiara to discuss her accomplishments.
After being named the South Intercollegiate Swim Conference Women's Swimmer of the Month in December, sophomore Kiara Pozvai has gone on to break numerous records this season for not only the Red Wave, but for herself. When asked about how she felt about breaking the records after the fact, she had this to say.
Okay. Yeah, especially for the relays, I didn't know we were that close to the records, and we were just trying to get the cut for nationals. Right. And then we got the cut, and then we realized that we broke the school record too, so it was just a lot of happiness. Yeah, so for the 100 free, last year, that was my goal, to break the school record. Mm-hmm. And I was really disappointed when I didn't do it. And then in the finals, I did it by I think the record was 50.13 seconds or something like that. And I swam 50.14. So it was really close. Right. And I was really disappointed. But yeah, right now, I'm just trying to break my own records. Mm-hmm. And that's what I did in the last meet too. So yeah, now I know them and I'm trying to just be better.
Recently, Pozvai served as the only individual female competitor on the evening of the NCAA Division II National Championships, where she claimed her 5th All-American selection of the week, making it 6 All-American bids to her name overall. When asked about what the Red Wave will be up to after spring break and in the future, she had this to say.
After spring break, we're going to practice not as we used to. It's going to be easier, but still to keep us in a shape. And then in the next season, I think we're going to have probably the same season as we did this year. So it's going to be a really, really good year for us. Mm-hmm. And yeah, if you would just watch one of us cheering video, that is just so crazy how we cheer for each other. Right. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the same next year too.
Very nice. So there's a lot of camaraderie between everybody on the team.
Yeah, yeah, it's a really when I first came here, swimming at home is more individually than a team sport, and when I came here, I feel it's more even though you swim alone, it's more like a team sport because we do it for each other, and it's just really helpful to push through yourself in a hard practice or even in a meet.
For Henderson Television, I'm JT Dickens.
Softball and baseball season is in full swing with the next 2 weeks full of games. Reddies Softball has back-to-back games on March 17th at 4 p.m. against SEOSU. Then on March 18th, softball will be playing at noon and 2 p.m. against SEOSU. Both will be at D. White Field. Coming up next, Reddies Baseball also has back-to-back games on March 24th at 6 p.m. against ECU. Then on March 25th, baseball will be playing at 1 and 4 p.m. against ECU. Also on March 28th, baseball will be playing at 6 p.m. against ATU. All games will be at the Clydeberry Field. Next up, we have details on an interesting opportunity for all you Spanish majors and minors. Emily has more information.
I had the chance to sit down with Spanish professor Dr. MaryJane Dunn to discuss the Costa Rica trip with Elisa.
I had been friends and had known of this program called Elisa in San Jose, Costa Rica. Elisa's a language school. And I contacted them and set up a program of study so that my students, especially students that had already taken Spanish 1, 2, 3, and 4, could go to Costa Rica, live with a family, and then take classes and immerse themselves in the culture and in the language and just improve themselves and their ability to speak Spanish and understand other cultures in a short period of time. So it would run during the first summer session of Henderson in the summer.
The trip's expense is similar to taking summer courses here at Henderson and even provides an opportunity for credit hours.
When you go, the credits are based on attending 4 hours of class, 5 days a week for 4 weeks, and that's the equivalent of taking 2 3-credit classes here at Henderson. So what will come back on a transcript as transfer credit is 2 3-hour independent study abroad credits that can be applied to your major or to finishing out that Spanish 3-4 sequence.
Dr. Dunn believes the biggest benefit is the exposure to another culture as a way for students to gain more knowledge and understanding of the language. There will be an informational session on Tuesday, April 4th at 12:30 in the Cave Room of the Garrison for more details.
Finally, we want to raise awareness about the Reddies Safe Space meetings that are being held periodically in the Garrison Commuter Lounge. Here is a schedule for the remaining sessions. Be sure to check your school email to keep up with the latest details. That concludes this episode of CNN. Before we go, remember that we have a new Instagram account. You can follow it by scanning the QR code on your screen. Thank you so much for watching HTV. This is Kayla Streepey, and we'll see you next time.